Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm referred to as the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff organizations for 40 plus years. I want to talk with you about body language today. And it's a very simple piece of body language that some people in the U.S. get tripped up with. Now, I've spoken about the smile. I've spoken about the positioning of yourself in a chair during an interview. But today I want to remind you about the handshake. Now, if you're U.S. born, you understand that in the U.S. a handshake is firm and you maintain eye contact while you're shaking hands. If you're from other cultures, that would be considered rude, but if you're interviewing in the U.S., that is the appropriate thing to do. So I want to encourage you to practice the proper handshake if you're not U.S. born. And if you're U.S. born interviewing outside the country, remember, culturally it may be different. You may not be interviewing with an expat working abroad. You may be interviewing with someone local who's used to, shall we say, a milder handshake. Now, in some cultures, the appropriate thing is not a handshake, it's a bow. If you're U.S. born, you have no experience with this. It's the equivalent of someone being foreign born and shaking hands in the U.S. You have to learn the bow. So I can't do that because different cultures do it differently. But wherever you are, if you're interviewing with someone who's expecting a bow, because you're interviewing in a foreign country, that is a non-U.S. country, you have to come to someone to practice with. This is an example of one of those practice ahead of the interview kind of things that I talk about with regularity. And being rude and not bowing, being rude and not shaking hands properly will hurt you in the interview because it will temporarily distract the interviewer from paying attention to who you are and what you can give them. So this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, share it, leave a comment, click the like button. Do something that lets people know that it was worthwhile. In addition, come over to thebiggamehunter.us. Again, thebiggamehunter.us. There's lots of great content there, including all my YouTube videos, podcasts of Job Search Radio and No BS Job Search Advice Radio. There are previous articles I've written for my e-zine, as well as the ability to receive a complimentary subscription to No BS Job Search Advice e-zine. You can sign up at my website. You can read articles I've written for my other e-zine, No BS Hiring Advice, as well as receive a complimentary subscription there. Search positions I'm recruiting for, post your resume to a lot of sites, post your job description to a bunch of sites as well. So come over to thebiggamehunter.us and go exploring. A few more things. First of all, if we're not already connected on LinkedIn, send me a connection request at linkedin.com/in/the-big-game-hunter. You can use my email address, which is below, in order to connect. So this way you don't spend a connection request. Next, if your firm's trying to hire someone, send me an email at that same address. Let me know who to contact and whether I should mention your name. I'd love to help your firm staff positions. And finally, if you have a question about some aspect of job hunting, contact me through lineperson.com, where I'm a job search and career coaching expert. So this is Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day. Take care.